So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. It's really a very nice pleasure to see you all together once again. And I hope we will have a very nice and interesting session today. You know, the founder and CEO of IAU, Mr. Piyush Pandit, just has one dream, that no child should be deprived of education, and education should reach every corner of the world. My dream since childhood was to be a teacher. I was playing with dolls and I was the teacher and they were my students. I had so many things and emotions to share that all the people around me thought I would become a writer. But in my mind was only this dream. One day I would be a teacher because a teacher is a polisher of souls and characters. IIU BIKEP, the biggest interactive knowledge exchange program, has a motto. And the motto in the BIKEP first was involve your students and empower them. That's why IIU invited you to register for the second session of BIKEP, but this time the format is a little bit different. This time our students will be the ones to be trainers for their classmates and for their teachers, why not? So I have one request to all of you. Let's motivate them. Let's get them wings and get them confidence to share their ideas, knowledge, and emotions with others. When I designed this project, BIKEP, of course, under the guidance of Mr. Piyush, I felt that it was actually a chance to put my dreams into practice and experience. As one of the BIKEP students said, it was more a psychological test than a knowledge test. So, my dear students, my dear colleagues, friends, let's join hands and prove that all IAU members put a piece of their heart into achieving this goal. Remember, alone we can do so little. Together we can create wonders in the education sector. And because I want you to remember something, I have something for you. Just a moment. I can't minimize. Why? Because I'm recording. Okay, I will share my screen. Let's see. And I hope, just a moment. Can reply as student. IIU means International Internship. 1, 2, 3, smile.
To come to India at least once. Thank you so much.
Because we will have different topics from day to day, and there will be different teachers, different students, so they may join.
But wait, how does this happen?
I could tell in conference either the fairy tales only.
Good afternoon, good morning for one of you, and welcome to the biggest interactive exchange knowledge program IIU Europe. I'm very pleased to present you today and introduce you our new program.
Means schools can extend their collaborations with the other countries' school, or it is restricted? How it is possible? Can you give us the answer with respect to that?
We don't have restrictions here.
Yes, and we love to collaborate and to have common projects with schools from all over the world. And this is not only about my school. This is about all the schools in Romania. For example, our students had an exchange with students from different countries, from France, from Spain, for the world come to see these festivities because they are a really special thing. They show history and traditions from long ago. This was my presentation. I hope it has convinced you to visit Romania. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Laura.
Hope many of you have yet not visited India. So I would want all of you to come to India at least once in your lifetime to see the diverse culture, to see the people of India. They are very simple-hearted people, and we will welcome you with our open heart, and we will be so happy to receive you all.
Other Asian countries. Okay, that's the location. So Indonesia has many islands. So can you guess how many islands in Indonesia? Is it 8,000 islands or 17,000 islands? You can start by answering on the chat box.
Thank you so much.
Because we will have different topics from day to day, and there will be different teachers, different students, so they may join.
Yes, Peter, like to listen from you.
Well, but me, the only thing I care is about the empowerment of the woman. Well, because why? Well, women empowerment were just like fair, and imagine if men were the best and women were like useless, because humans will all have the same type. We can all work at the same efficiency. It's just we don't have the tool to work.
We'll be in group. I will share in the group. 1, 2, 3, smile. And as you see, the time is coming, and we are here again today with many of you from the previous BIKEP, and of course with new students and teachers who are joining us in BIKEP II. Welcome to all of you, and let's start. Are you ready?
Ready.
Ready?
Yes,
Okay.
ready, of course.
Ready.
I shared in the group, in our group, I shared some, I can't say rules, but I would like to remind you, everybody it's free to share for 5 minutes on each topic from the list. There was 7 topics. You can share on which topic you want. No one will tell you today to share just only on the first topic. Okay? It's free. Freedom. So, let's see. Do you remember the topics? Who can say me the topics?
Let me remember
Yes,
some
the
of
first day it's about smart city. The second is the tips and advices of successful future.
the third is about mobile phones. Choose the best for you.
Okay.
Yes. And we have how to prepare a research paper. And,
Yes.
Also, we have our how to prove our confidence.
Yes.
Also for future tips and tricks for future.
Social
Oh
media
yeah, I got the
awareness.
second one successfully
Wow.
selected for you.
Wow, you impressed me.
Hamad,
Wonderful. Well,
Hamad, about social
all of you
awareness.
knows about all topics, actually.
Okay, that's
Yes.
when we love the project. We know all the topics.
Of course. So let's start.
Can
Let's
start.
see. Zainab Arzuni.
Yes.
You're-
Could you make me a co-host in order to share?
Let me see if I can. Yes, you are not a co-host, but you can share the
Yes,
screen.
I can share now. I feel like it's the first day.
Teachers, be ready because you have to put question at the end.
Yes. So the steps toward the smart city. So first of all, a smart city will solve urban problems by using technology. And by 2025, there will be 88 smart cities in the world. And here, as you can see, this is a smart city architect, a plan. As you can see, the skyscrapers and the environment. It's just a plan. The smart city is entirely interconnected. It will regulate traffic, save energy, and fight crimes. As we said before, it will solve urban problems by assisted big data and Internet of Things. So, as you know, more than half of the world's population live in cities, and this number is steadily rising. And more people lead to more traffic, more pollution, more energy consumption, more water and food usage, and thus more waste. And guess what? Smart city is supposed to help cope with all of these problems, the urban ones. Now here's a video about smart city. So here's the smart city as imagined by tech planners. So as you can see here, regular lighting, regular street lights are replaced with the smart ones, and those are entirely connected to internet. So when there is motion on the street, they will light, and when there is no cars or there's no motion, they will directly turn off. And here's a smart mobility, you would witness autonomous cars, driverless taxi systems, or even monitored taxis from the government in order to decrease the number of car accidents. So you could barely witness a car accident. And here's the smart logistics. Drones and robots deliver goods or even coffee. Here, veggies grow on the ground with a tech one. Augmented and virtual reality make progresses more efficient. Like example, 5 firefighters would be on their work just by the control. And here's tech help correct systems before it already damaged. So now what are the steps to go toward a smart city? There are 3 steps. So first, we should have connecting devices and connecting devices of the citizens. And for that, we need internet. And they are planning to have a 5G internet instead of 4G in order to be much faster. The second, we have to collect and evaluate data. And by data, we mean the data of citizens of those smart cities. And last, developing solutions for citizens to solve urban problems. And solution could be like apps, for example. And now here's a city is a sky. It's also a smart city new invention. You could see it in the coming decades in cities with the skyscrapers. It is just like heaven. Yeah, so here it is. And now here's a list of the smart cities that exist now in the world. As you can see, New York on the top of them with the A performance, besides London, UK, and Paris, France. So here's in New York, #1 smart city worldwide now. And its aim is to be the greenest city in the coming decades. I don't know how, like it's full of skyscrapers, but yeah, they are aiming to have smart environment. And now here's the plan of smart city. So smart city covers all of those. It covers IT connectivity, urban mobility, solid waste management, sanitation, power supply, water usage, e-governance, citizen participation, and public transportation. Now here's a brainstorming example for you. So could you believe that a smart city is entirely linked to a human body? So buildings and activities take place like muscles in our body. Like muscles in our body is supposed to let our body feel stretched and to have this straight posture. We have greenery and pumps like lungs in our body. Like greens clear out air from toxic gases for our city, and that's what the lungs do for our body. Like when we inhale, lungs clear out nitrogen and carbon dioxide and leave for us only oxygen. And now we have all the roads that deliver us to our destination, just like how arteries and veins do with the blood. They deliver nutrients and oxygen to all blood cells. To all body cells. And here's the sensor layer in a town collects data that helps the town to continue learning, just like our senses. So our senses send sensors to our brain in order to learn new things and to recognize things. Now, so how to develop a smart city? And by a smart city, we mean a city which should be livable, efficient, sustainable, and safe. So first of all, we need a smart planning, a smart environment. And you know what? Smart environment is really a crucial part in the smart cities. Why? Because they are supposed to cope with the climate change and to clear the air and to help with the ozone layer depletion. And next, we should, of course, assure a smart estate service for citizens and a smart living. And this and all of this are done by using applications and services. And applications and services can be done without having collecting and evaluating data and having internet. So for that, we return to the 3 steps to go toward a smart city. Now here's Singapore. It's my favorite example. It's rank 6 of the smart cities that exist now in the world. Singapore has already become the most futuristic place on the planet. And that's because 7 technological techniques. So what made Singapore a futuristic place? So first, it has autonomous cars and driverless taxi systems. The second is the robotic law enforcement. Like, although Singapore has a really low number of crimes, but it's still like to improve in enforcement. so crimes could be easily witnessed. Here also it has smart homes. As you can see here, all the home is connected to the internet, and you could control everything in your home, whether you're at home, you're sitting, or you're outside your home. And here's the smart streets. As you can see, the street lights are connected to internet, and as I said, they light when there is motion on the street, and they directly turn off when there is no motion. And in Singapore, you could witness a 488 robots per 1,000 employees, which is really historic. And also the cashless payment made Singapore a futuristic place, although it exists in many countries. And last, the VR projects. So here's Singapore, and its aim is to be the greenest country of the world by 2025. As you can see, it's totally green. And now here's a new transport invention. Like if you know, in Germany, Spain, and Finland, and countries that are really cold, the most efficient means of transportation is train. But when you can't go to the train, you have to wait another 30 minutes in the cold. So here's an Optimus small bus. That's 24/7. It's driving.
Well, this thing might just be the solution to all my problems. It's an autonomous, on-demand minibus shuttle. That means no more waiting to get to the train station.
My name is Pankaj Gupta. I'm part of the Easy Mile Communications team. Our shuttle solved this first last mile transportation gap to make it more accessible. Also, when it comes to like social inclusion, like elderly or people with reduced mobility, and this could help people, to get faster to so-called mobility hubs such as train stations or so on. If we close this gap.
As you can see, you could directly order it.
Order this bus over an app. Because it drives autonomously, it can pick you up at any time of the day or the night, right from your doorstep. It drives you to the next train station, so you can seamlessly move from one mode of transport to the next without needing a car.
I believe that we can reduce car ownership.
And yes, here's another video about the smart inventions that exist now in the world. So we don't have to wait.
Out of Spain, the city saves taxes by using resources. Out of Spain, the city saves taxes by using resources more efficiently with the help of sensors. Public spaces are only irrigated when they're too dry. Garbage bins are only emptied once they're full. In Helsinki, garbage trucks have become obsolete. Waste is transferred to underground collection points without noise or pollution.
So they directly go to recycle them.
A smartphone app is enabling residents to shape their surroundings. The app Smart Favela creates a three-dimensional avatar of the shanty towns. When city planners come up with new ideas, these can be looked at on the app, and then citizens can vote on them. In Palo Alto, in the US, parking lots now have sensors. These notify citizens whenever a parking space is free. The city's traffic is constantly recorded. Smart robocops are supposed to make Dubai safer. The police robots are equipped with cameras and can find persons through facial recognition tech. Reports can be filed on a touchpad. In Drahovich, Ukraine, citizens can view the incomes of civil servants and check on how politicians have voted in the city council. City-owned businesses lay bare their accounts using open data in the fight against corruption. In Darmstadt, Germany, interconnected sensors assess the air quality and send this information to a data center, which analyzes air pollution and, if necessary, reports bad air quality.
This is really amazing, actually. And now, the last point is high-tech agriculture. Like by 2050, the world will record a 2.3 to 2.4 increase in the world's population. And so there is a worry in order to feed all those people. So here's a new invention where could schools have it, or you could put it in your home if you wanna fresh veggies. It grows veggies in a high quality and just like a glimpse. So it's a high tech machine for agriculture. And as you can see, it doesn't take space. It's real small. And thank you. Here it is.
Zainab, what to say? I'm really, really impressed. you know, you know, I just discovered today that the students may prepare better presentations than some teachers. I can say this.
So much.
Wonderful presentation. I remember about that electronic apparat by a click. I see like this in European Parliament in Brussels 3 years ago. Just by a click, you can read the whole CV of that person. It's really impressive. And what you presented today, wow, wow. Thank you, Zainab.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let's see someone else. Keep in mind your questions for the end of the session. Last 15 minutes. I don't know if I can see all of you, but I believe yes. Okay, Jedro. Welcome, Jedro. Where is Peter? I cannot see him.
I don't know. Before Jethro, I want to say something.
Welcome. I
Thank you
didn't
so
see
much.
you.
Thank you so much. Because I have to rush in a second meeting. The Indian team is waiting me, so I want to finish my words. And congratulations to you for BIKP II. Hello, dear students and all attendees. Greeting of the day. What a pleasant evening to see the student as the participants to the BIKP II. I'm delighted to excited about IIU BIKP starting from today. Congratulations on being part of our dynamic team. The entire IIU team welcomes you and we hope to have cheerful and successful journey together for this event. I'm glad to see enthusiastic, creative and great learning attitude students. Dear students, you are amazing, you are brave, you are strong, you are unique. Hence, you are exactly where you need to be. The biggest interactive knowledge exchange program by International Internship University. We are here to strengthen you, to empower you, believe in yourself, then you are halfway done. Never forget the hard work of your parents in your upbringing, respect them, love them, and always grateful for whatever they have done for you. Be confident, open your mind, and express your feelings in this unique BIKEP event. Feel free to give your views, ideas, thoughts on the various topics. BIKP 2 will certainly boost your energy and lead you to the success path. Always remember there is no elevator to success. You have to climb up the stairs of hard work and sincerely we at IIU will nurture you with the skills and knowledge to progress to the technologically world. Adaptively, leadership skills, confidence, determination, respect, and moral values. Every child here is a different kind of flowers and all together make IIU BIKP, a beautiful garden with their thoughts and ideas. I look forward for your active participation in the each and every event by IIU. I thank Vice Chancellor of IIU, Ms. Corina Sujaya, for organizing the unique interactive event for the students. And let's have fun and enjoy. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Piyush. You must read all the comments in the chat box because students said, wow, the man behind IIU. And many, many love comments and hearts are there for you. Thank you very much for joining us.
BIKP 2 rocks.
Yes.
Congratulations,
Will
all
be.
of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mrs. Quirina, can I present?
There was Jethro.
Yeah, I just finished it.
And after that, yes.
I just finished my own presentation. I won't do any sharing screens because I don't have time to do that. But so this is all of my presentation. I'm a grade 5, so don't expect much in me. So smart city. A smart city for me is a city that is clean air, the internet is connectable, and the lights, technology techniques will be on when the light source appears. The environment is very clean, no pollutions, a lot of trees, and it works by some power, by sun power. With sun power, you can clearly use almost all of the electricity stuffs all over the world. And it's if it is big and strong enough, but also the sun power consumer parts can be upgraded so it can change to consume much more sun powers, even the moon powers in the night. No more electricity waste, no more electricity power waste, no more climate change with the sun power. So the smart farms, you can easily put this inside of your house. It is very small, makes the plants grow very, very fast, with the power of the moon sun steps to the smart city, connect the internet, upgrade the speed of the electricity. Next, plant trees, make machines that plant trees, clean the environment, very good. And next, finally, upgrade powers, electricity, to sun moon power, so we can have so many electricity power ways. No electricity power waste, no more climate change to save the world. And this is only my opinion. I don't know how it went, but that is just all that I wanted to say. Thank you for
Jethro,
listening.
thank you very much. You know how it was. Like a very good research. Thank you. Your opinion of all of you is very important for us, really. And the way you make everything to be easy for others, it's wonderful. That's why BIKEP, it's the one program which always want the students to have freeness and to feel comfortable with us and confident. Thank you, Jethro. Okay, we have still, let's see, Mishti Kaushik. Misty.
Hello.
Hello, can you open your camera, please? You are so beautiful. Thank you very much. Wonderful.
Hello.
Hello,
So-
and welcome.
Yes, good evening, everyone. I'm Mishti Kaushik from Rules Model School, and I will be presenting on topic 1. And yeah, so basically, it is major emphasis will be on one specific problem, and that is the water problem, the water crisis. And basically, for that, I have prepared a poster, and through that, I will be giving a speech as well. So I hope you all get to know what the water crisis is all about. Is my screen visible?
Yes, yes, wonderful poster.
Thank you. For life to sustain on Earth, we need to have water. We need to conserve water. The quantity of fresh water available per person in the world has been and continues to decrease due to a combination of factors, including population increase, water pollution, inadequate planning and management of transboundary and other shared waters, and inefficient operation of water supply and distributor systems. Consequently, there is an increasing potential for water scarcity, crises and associated conflicts around the world in the future, especially in the developing regions. If the current trend in water consumption and management practices continues at the same rate as it is today, yes, you know the consequences. So for that, an examination of the ways in which water practices are productive of particular urban subjectives and spaces conflicts, approaches that find differences in distribution and access to the primary lens for viewing how water is tied to power and inequality. A model for this problem, which came across while I was going through some research papers. And this evening, I want to address the approach in this discussion, which is a feminist political feminist political ecology, FPE framework, which is useful for examining water inequalities. This approach attends to everyday practices and micropolitics. As one research paper I was going through, they focused on a targeted population of Delhi, this is in India. Every day, water practices in Delhi produce and reproduce social differentiation in the city. And FP helps show how water is related to gender, class, and patterns of criminality. Criminality is basically, I'll explain what criminality to water is all about. So FPE is basically well positioned to complement and deepen urban political ecology, working through attending to everyday practices and micropolitics within communities. Specifically, the embodied consequences of sanitization and water compensation practices and how patterns of criminality are tied to the experience of water inequality. Then applying FPE approach to the study of urban water is particularly useful in analyzing how inequalities associated with the process of social differentiation and their consequences for everyday life and rights in the city. Now, a very pressing issue on which I would like to focus on is on the urban population. That how, for the first time, population is rapidly increasing in the urban areas. This is the poor population or the migrants who come to the big urban cities in search of work, most commonly as we witness them as daily labor. Most commonly as we witness them as daily laborers. And this point, which focuses over this urban population explosion, is how the major stakeholders who witness the atrocities of water are the urban slums. This scarcity of water due to supply constraints or the increased demand in urban areas lead to the emergence of alternative institutions such as informal private water markets. And informal private water markets do play an important role in fulfilling poor households' drinking water requirements in major cities of India, such as Chennai. And the urban poor are exploited with the monopoly of traders in the informal sectors. And these monopoly of traders actually leads to criminality in the water industries. In the illegal or the informal market of water industries. So they are the most affected among the urban slums are the most affected among all the groups which get impacted from the climate atrocities. And at the regional and city level, there are also very specific factors which make the challenge more pronounced, more severe for these people. And yes, so I would just like to conclude that in this fast changing and highly interconnected world, the problem related to water crisis is complicated and challenging. Efforts to effectively resolve these problems require a clear vision of the future water availability and demand, as well as new ways of thinking, developing, and implementing water planning and management practices. For the same, I would like to tell that how my school and community is working under this problem. We have taken up a project named ICT Seagulls, and we are working on how we as the future leaders can solve the water problem. And working on various research papers and findings is what we do. And at the end, we find out a root cause. So this is what we are doing. And over time, I guarantee we will definitely come up with a model and a mechanism to solve this problem. So, and coming to an end, I would appreciate if we all could think towards this problem and work together. Thank you.
What to say? Wonderful. Love you. Really, I am very impressed. Just three presentations, and I can say that you are a real change maker. If people will give you wings and will give you the opportunity to express your thoughts, for sure this world will be more better and beautiful. Thank you, Mishti. We have Maram. Welcome, Maram.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, teachers and friends. Today I'm gonna talk about the steps that must be taken in order toward the mountain of a smart city. Let's start first with the definition of a smart city. A smart city or an intelligent city is a city based on the sustainable urban development that have three main objects, which are improving energy efficiency and reduce CO2 emissions and increase the well-being of citizens. This concept of cities interconnects different areas such as management, economy, mobility, environment, health, security, as it allows it to be more efficient and provide better services. Smart cities integrate society with their management and by identifying the basic needs of the citizens and offering solutions that make life better. Every line starts with myriad points, and a smart city is a long, successful line that starts with myriad steps. First, we can start by the use of information and communication technologies and build and control automation, efficient urban planning, smart waste management, improve environmental sustainability, concern for social environment, technologies applied for education, health technologies, and transparency between the government and the citizens. Of course, every step in this life starts with a certain point, and a smart city needs a beginning, since everything in this life has a beginning. So, and this beginning may draw the way toward a city where success flourishes around, with a set of projects and objects. It can be an important play an important role in building a city where all the basic needs are available. As known, the world's population is growing day after day, which makes it necessary to look to new ways and measures that guarantee the quality of life of these citizens in a sustainable way, in which all the basic needs of the citizens are available. So every city must draw its way to become a smart city where all the citizens' needs are available.
Wonderful, my dear. We all talk about sustainability, but as you said, and I totally agree with you, we have to start. Yes, in order to make something to be sustainable, we have to start something. And you very good express the thought that with small steps, we together can make a change. Thank you very much. We have Muhammad. Hello, Muhammad.
Hello. Let me express myself first. I'm Muhammad Hassan from Lebanon. I learn at Public High School. and I want to thank you for this opportunity. Let's first, of course, my topic is about smart cities. I didn't know that we can choose any topic to talk about. So first, let me show you a video to know more about smart cities. Just a minute.
Don't worry, we can wait.
Oh, no, wrong one. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
No problem, don't worry.
This should be here. I saved it here. Oh yeah, it's here. Can you hear?
Not very, very loudly.
You can't hear?
Yes, yes. Not very clear, but it's okay.
Okay. And now let's move to the PowerPoint about how to go forward of smart city. Okay, so steps towards a smart city. First, we should define what your smart community will look like. To get your community on board with your vision and start winning champions to your cause, you need to ensure that everybody is working toward a consistent set of goals. Smart cities are meant to be population-centric, so your goals should be measured against the impact your services will have upon the daily lives of your constituents. Next, you have to determine your immediate needs. Your community needs will drive which technologies and data you decide to collect first as a city government. Your priority may be anything from controlling local pest populations to improving transportation with city limits. You may even need a better system for managing existing assets. Review your existing processes and systems to identify areas that are in need of innovation and create a preliminary which leads to inform your planning process. And as you can see here, this is a vehicle in smart city, and all the machines in smart cities are work by solar energy. So it decreases a lot the pollution, air pollution, and helps, of course, in environment. Next, you have to perform a gap analysis. In order to evaluate your existing infrastructure and identify the steps necessary to realize your vision, conduct a gap analysis. If you are unsure of how to get started, there are several templates and tools available online that can be found with a quick search. Focus on determining what types of data you need to be collected, and be sure to identify the technologies you would like to use relatively early in your process. Of course, everything we have to do, we have to make a whole, of course, like a big project like smart cities. We have to make an analysis, a research to make everything perfect, because wrongs in such smart cities will not be okay at all. Next, you have to develop and implement the projects. When the time comes to deploy your new smart cities, be as targeted as possible with how you roll out your pilot program. Start small in order to better maximize learning opportunities and measure your early success. And look for an early win you can use to create momentum and positive buzz in the community. Regularly review your smart city vision against the available data to ensure your plan will grow with your community's needs. So when you make the project of smart city, we should make a pilot project. How it will be first a small project, and you see the opinion of community and people over there. If they accept this project, then you start to grow it day by day. Till your project is done. And that's it. Thank you for listening.
Wonderful, Muhammad. What can I expect from you? Of course, only a wonderful presentation. Thank you very much. If you can take down the presentation, I would like to see all participants. You said about small steps. Yes, we need small steps in everything. And every project will start with the first step, okay? After the second, the third one, and so on. Like our BIKEP. Yes, the first BIKEP. Now we are on the second one. And who knows? Let's see what will be in the future. I would like to see all of you, and I believe Riva Zayat. Are you there, Riva?
Hello.
Hello, my dear. Can you open your camera, please?
Sorry, I can't right now.
I'm sorry. When? Tomorrow? Promise me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
tomorrow.
Okay. Go on. Welcome.
Should I start right now?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm Riwa from Lebanon, and I'm studying at Al Abbasiyya High School. So I have some ideas I wanna show it for you, and yeah, let's get started. In the midst of the massive urban growth across the globe, there is a tremendous hype in town halls, boardrooms, and media about making cities and communities smarter. Yet, the definition of a smart city is close. Conversations about smart cities often convey complexity with primary focus on technology. And while technology is the key enabler for smart cities, it is not an end in itself. The point of a smart city is to improve the lives of residents and businesses through the application of advanced technologies and data-driven decision and readiness. The concept of smart cities is, in fact, Relativity simple and elegant. A smart city uses an integrated approach to coordinate all essential services. It modernizes digital, physical, and social infrastructure to make delivery of city services more efficient, innovative, equitable, connected, secure, sustainable, and existing. And in an era where two-thirds of the planet's inhabitants are expected to migrate to cities over the course of just one generation, the transition to smarter cities and communities couldn't be more urgent. So, to become a smart city, there is some points to do it, and I'll talk about 5 points. The first one is grid modernization, the essential part of platform smart development. The second one is leadership, policy, and regulation are the drivers for investment and growth. The third one is sustainable services, improve quality of life and reduce feminical health and safety risks. The fourth one is partnerships with centers of innovation would ensure adoption of the best technology and practices. And the last one, last but not least, is attention to community social infrastructure and indispensable. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much, Riva. I hope tomorrow you will join us and will open your camera because I'm sure you are very beautiful. As I hear
Thank
your
you.
voice, it's very, very nice. And I noticed something there that you compare a smart city
Yes,
with elegance.
yes,
Wow. Like a smart city will be a very beautiful and elegant lady.
yeah.
It's a very nice thing to hear for today. Thank you once again. Keep in
Welcome, thank
mind,
you.
keep in mind, teachers, you have to put your questions very soon. But before that, I can see another hand up. Aida, Khalil. Aida. Can you hear me, Aida Khalil? Hello? Aida? I don't know if I pronounce your name very, very well. Maybe she is not with us. So, teachers, are you ready? Because I cannot see any hand up. Are you ready? Yes. But before that, I would like to show you another short video. Someone send And for this video, I have to say a big thank you, Yermi. Love you for this surprise for today. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you.
All my love and congratulations for BIKEP. Great project. Thank you, my dear friend.
Okay, and now, dear teachers, are you there? Are you ready? I hope you can see how hard our student was working for today. I cannot say so many words because no words will can express what I feel right now. As I always said, all of you are amazing, and that's all. Okay, who has a question for our student? Or even the students may ask another colleague. No one? Daphne said.
Yeah, hello, Dr. Daphne. How are you?
Good evening. Good evening.
Morning
Dr.
for
Daphne.
me.
Good morning for you, sorry. And welcome to BIKEP II.
I know, I love what you're doing. The young lady that presented about the smart city and talking about how smart technology, how will she ensure that we choose the right leaders that's going to move the city into a progressive city where it's inclusive versus divisive, where people are fighting against their own brothers and sisters because there's a lack of resources? How will she, what will be the process to choose a leader for that city?
So this question was, I believe, for Zainab.
Yes, could you just repeat the question? So how to choose a leader for the smart city?
Yes, Zeta, thank you. Because I love your presentation. I thought it was very cool the way you put it all together. But things always depend on the leaders that we are appointed to lead, to make sure that you have your dream exactly how you expect it to be.
Yes. So tech planners and engineers, so are those who are supposed to lead this and to plan to this smart city.
Can I answer?
Yes, please, Muhammad.
Okay, so as we, for example, give the responsibility for a person to lead the country, the president of the country, right? So by voting for him, maybe also some people can offer to take the responsibility to lead the smart cities, and we can vote for them. Vote for the ones who we think that he is the best for this job.
Okay, great. Thank you, Mohammed. But what qualities are you looking for in those leaders before you vote for them? Do you have an idea of the qualities like honesty, hardworking, those kind of things? What would be the key thing for the leader to run a smart city?
Like Ms. Daphne, I think that there won't be a leader. Like the government would handle this because a smart city, as I said, it should hold all the citizens' data. So those data must be private. So the government should take this responsibility because if there is if there wasn't a privacy, then anyone could hack the whole city. And as we said, the whole city will be connected to internet. So there won't be just one leader that could control all of this. The whole government, a team, of course, a professional team would control this.
Yes, I agree. I agree with you, but because I want to stretch you guys out a little bit, because you guys are our future leaders, right? You said right, the smart cities, it's its own ecosystem where it's going to house all the citizen information. But if you look around what's going on right now with the hacking that's going on around the world, the government alone cannot be responsible to run and assure that we are safe. So not only the quality of the leaders, that's very important, but it's key who. Like, think of those. That's important that you guys start thinking. Don't just say you want leaders and running, but who, what type, what quality, what will be the responsibilities of all the people involved to ensure security for all.
Okay, so the security is one of the disadvantages of smart cities. So we have maybe insecure data. It's obvious for all of the one who is leading the smart city. So yeah, it's from this disadvantages, and we have to think more about it on how to make us secure.
Mrs.
Yes, and
Corina?
I
Mrs. Corina?
also
Yes, please. Riva?
Aida Khalil, she wants to participate, but she has a problem that she can't make unmute. So can you make her the host?
Who?
Aida Khalil. Aida Khalil.
Aida Khalil. Aida, I saw her.
Yeah, you were calling her, but we saw that she's online.
You called it before.
Okay, she's co-host now.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Yes, and I'd like to add something to Mr. Daphne, that I heard a video for a German architect that he's working on making Germany a smart city, and he said that this is a disadvantage, and they can't assure the privacy of the data of citizens, but there is a specialty where every citizens every citizen could decide if his data would go public, or he wants them just to be private. So this is a specialty, but of course they are still working on assuring the privacy of the city data.
Okay, guys, it's Dr. Daphne, and I'm a lady, not a he.
Dr. Daphne, if you would ask me the same questions, I would say that leaders must be our students from today.
Exactly.
Because they are our future, and their research on this topic is amazing. So for sure they would be in a day a very, very good leaders.
Right.
Hats off to you guys. Wonderful.
Thank
you, Dr. Daphne.
No problem.
And welcome once again in BIKEP II. Aida, can you are co-host, Aida. I don't know what is your problem. I believe she cannot unmute herself. Okay, till she will solve the problem. Any other teacher or student who want to ask something, or who want to suggest something, or to add something, please feel free. The time is running. Soon the BIKEP will be closed. Don't lose the time.
Maybe I can add.
Please.
So we all in our presentations showed the advantages and how smart cities are so good to make, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
we cannot hear you, Mohammed.
Now can you hear me?
Yes.
So
again, not.
And now you can, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, what are the disadvantages of smart cities? First, lack of public awareness and social responsibility. Second, building and maintaining the infrastructure is costly and challenging. So you know that to build a smart city, we should have the suitable equipments, and these equipments are so costly, cost a lot. So this may be an big obstacle in front of making smart city. Third, demand 24 times, having connectivity and power supply. Will have more than power supply and connection will be all the day, and maybe those would be so harmful maybe to us. And last but not least, as we were talking, the security issues in terms of public data. Will, as I said before, and Miss Dr. Daphne said, what can tell us that our data is secure? No, it's not. We should know this fact that it's not secure. So
Exactly.
before making or building smart cities, we should pay attention to this point that our data is not secure. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful point of view. Yes, there are advantages and disadvantages. Yes, Ermi, please.
I want to salute the spirit team. The answer in team, very nice, in a team, very nice to the question of Dr. Daphne. I want to ask you, where do you think change should come from in order to have a better world? We talk about challenge, we talk about the world, a better world, but where do you think change should come from in order to have a better world? From who? From who, in principle?
I think that the change should be in every one of us, not a special person. Every one of us should think and change himself for better. Maybe study his personality. What's good in it? What's bad? And always drive to the perfect personality. Maybe we can't be perfect, but we can maybe correct the bad qualities in us. So in order to make a perfect world, everybody should first of all love. Love has a great power that can change all the world. We should learn how to love each other. I see a lot of people and hate, you know, hate. There is some hate between each other, and of course injustice and. When we see poor people and rich people, this is all coming from hate. Okay, so yep, I think everyone should work on himself to maintain a better world.
Thank you so much, Mohammed. How could exist a better world with hate, with wars? Sure. And with progressive action, we can only fool ourselves. The big polluter just have to stop talking about pollution or make plans to stop the pollution. The time has come from them to act clearly because we need of this. Thank you. Thank you, Corina.
Thank you, Ermi. So let's make ourselves the best than we was yesterday. It's a way. Someone else who want to add something or who want to express their thoughts? I think Aida, she's co-host, she left, she joining again, she left joining again. Maybe it's a problem with her connection, but you may tell her to don't worry because tomorrow we are here and for sure she will get the chance to share with us her thoughts. And now I want to present you something. I hope
Excuse
right?
me.
Yes.
Actually, I want to say something also.
Please, Sarah.
I think that everyone is perfect in his own in his own way,
Wonderful.
and yes, I think that.
Yes. I also believe that in each person, or I say like this, in each negative situation, there is a very good side, for sure. So in each person, even you see only bad in that person, for sure that person has something very good. But it's need of someone special to notice this good in everybody. Thank you. I I missed you, Mara, Maha, Ma.
Thanks,
Thank
Sarah.
you. Okay, so let me share something with you.
عم بظهر انه اوت وانه اوت.
Why I show you this video? There are some glimpses of one of my previous project from 2021. It's called International Cultural Passport. Was a project for 1 year, 12 months, 12 activities. And the freedom which we have in BIKEP, it's the same in International Cultural Passport. So I would like to launch today this project with you, and after that I will share with you in a WhatsApp group all the details of the project. Because our participants from last year asked us to not stop and to go on for 1 more year, I was thinking and asked Mr. Piyush if he gave me permission to take this project under IAU, and he agreed. So, International Cultural Passport will be a project represented actually by IAU and we, the World Educators Community. Here it's our team, Mr. Piyush Pandit, founder and COO of IAU, myself, Swapnil Vairagade. He is president of Kids Foundation, is the one who all the time will publish our articles on the project, on his new magazine. Priyanka Srivastava, founder and president of We the World Community Educators, and Mentor Kovaci, a teacher from Albania, who I start actually this project last year. So this project it's about students who want to become real ambassadors of tourist values, travel around the world with IAU now. Some things about our project, but I would not stop here. I want to go on, not here, because you will receive all on this one. So the second year of the project, registration is free for all age groups. All the students can register, or a teacher can register with a team of students. There will be 12 activities and 1 activity per month. In January, it's launching of the project and set up the project plan. In February, let's tell a story about my country. For example, Lebanon students can make a team and present and have a presentation or a video or something about their country and to present together. In March, our heroes and monuments will be a flip grid there, would be interesting. In April, cuisine of my country, and you may have presentations, videos, photos, albums, posters, everything you want. In May, we will talk about traditions and culture. June, training will be there, and also assessment on the topic of our project, but don't worry, will be something very nice and funny. In July, my region, my city, the same like my country. August, my school, and here you can come up with different things which you did in your school, your project. In September, our collaborative work in the same way. October will be a content of our collaborative work for students to create a poster about heritage in their countries. In November, dissemination of the project in each country, and in December, the final conference and distribution of certificates. Here is the team and what they have to do during this project. I hope all of you will like to join International Cultural Passport. I will share with you all the details in WhatsApp group, and for today, what to say. If someone want to say something more, we can stay. If not, I'm sorry for Maha Sahdev. Are you there? I got a message in WhatsApp group that people from Lebanon cannot unmute themselves, but I don't know why, because all of you, the others, can. Yes. Maha.
Sorina, it's Maha Said
Yeah.
from the second school. She told me that the students are not able to unmute themselves. They have a problem. They weren't able to speak because they don't have a permission to unmute themselves.
I don't know where is the problem, because
They contacted
all
me
the
about that.
all the others
I thought it's a problem of connection,
maybe.
but they sent a screenshot. No, they need a permission from the co-host to be able to do that.
But I make them co-host. I make that girl
I know
co-host.
I know. Yeah.
Okay, and I asked to unmute, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened. Let's hope that tomorrow will be.
Yeah, it happened with us. If you remember, the first day of Open Your Heart, we weren't able to speak. It's just a technical problem.
Yes, open your heart, but there no one can open the microphone. All of us.
During that, all of us, we weren't able to speak.
But here, many people open their microphones, so.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yes,
They
Miss
just
Sarina.
mentioned that they are facing a problem with that.
Hello, Maha. Yes.
Hello. I'm her teacher. I'm in a group. She sent me عائدة إنه she can't unmute themselves.
I don't know what is the problem, really.
I don't know.
We will try tomorrow again.
I think it's a problem of connection. Yani. Let's see tomorrow.
Maybe.
She wants to teach. She wants to speak. She
Corina?
prepares a presentation. Yani.
She will have the
can't,
chance. Don't worry, she will have the chance tomorrow as well. And every day when she want to join, and let's hope that will be not the same problem. Everybody can share. Yes, Dr. Daphne?
It is a connection issue if when they have the inability to unmute themselves, because I do a lot of international conferences and some participants can't do it. And that's something with Zoom too. So if they have poor internet connection, they will not have the ability to, especially when you're muted by the host. It will be an issue for them. If they send you a text, you can unmute them yourself.
Yeah,
They just have to raise their hand.
I press that to unmute themselves, but
No, you unmute them, but sometimes it's the connection that's going to cause some of that issue, and that's a lot international connectivity.
Yeah, it's possible. So thank you all of you for today for a great session, and stay connected, stay safe. Don't forget we love you very much, and can't wait for tomorrow's session with new topics, and I hope why not new students who would like to share with us their thoughts. You are amazing. Don't forget this.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ms. Corina, for this
Yes,
great
thank you so
session. It
much.
was amazing.
So see you again.